The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's Haskins out of the gun. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And that's incomplete. Kelvin Harmon, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Haskins. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for J.D. McKissick. He was covered by Patrick.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check 48 the mic. Check 48 the mic. Man, I got you.
Again, it's Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7. Our home team, nothing.
Jackson on 1st down. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
To Mark Ingram. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll run it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Another day, another dollar,
Jackson
baby.
hit, and he lost the football. It's going the other way. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. He's at the 30. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
48 the mic. I'm coming. Check.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
3rd down, here's Haskins. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. from 6 yards away. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Not sure I agree with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agree with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. Forced out to his left. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
And a Raven first down.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
He was brought down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
2 yards.
As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau.
Oh, it don't matter.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Makes the score, our home team 13, visitors 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Returning it, Jeff. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here,
this is taken in. It's complete. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Dominated, boys, dominated.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They run again on 1st down. Peterson. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
That's the run. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Record.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Again, they'll run with Ingram. About 3 yards there to the 27.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And again, it's Ingram. Oh, the hurdle. Oh. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
4th down, here's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle there to make the grab. And the Ravens can take the... lead now if they hit the extra point. Tucker now for the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Makes the score Ravens 14. Our home
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you...
Adrian Peterson, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, 76 yards. And his guys are going to retake the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time win.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Back now at FedEx Field, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Check 48 the mic. Switch up, switch up.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
That's good.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Here's Peterson. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
The ball carrier.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
I've been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Delay of game penalty, ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Here we go with Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 36 yards out. Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Justin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
1st and goal, Baltimore.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Jackson to throw. Buying time, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chase Young in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
2nd down.
Now Jackson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And we've got a timeout.
Jackson on the
9 seconds remaining.
is taken down by Reuben Foster.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Jackson. He may try and he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive, because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this two-point conversion. One last shot for Jackson. And it's incomplete. They needed 8. They only got 6 here in the final seconds as the two-point conversion fails. 20. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, Peterson. And he'll take